Just tell us about like what these last 2 years have been and like how that has changed this sort of the developer experience in companies as well as like what is the state of career development right now?
Well, I think everybody during the pandemic, a lot of it was just survive. Either you were in a company where you're just trying to keep the company alive because they're service oriented, or what they were selling or doing was kind of affected by the pandemic and its restrictions. I've only been advising from the outside in and doing engineering culture evaluations and helping people create tech surveys and doing job leveling content. So I haven't been on the ground dealing with what companies are having to address in terms of career development for their engineers. But my guess is that it slowed down considerably during those 2 years because it wasn't front of mind. What was front of mind was just getting your job done and obviously being on a million Zoom meetings or
Mhm.
Chime meetings every day, whatever your conferencing solution is. Um, but now that we move into this new world, right, where it's either hybrid or
Mhm.
fully remote, I have grave concerns about the effect on engineering career progression for a few reasons, which I'll get into as we get into the questions. But I think that it's going to be hard for
Mm.
companies to deliver on career progression in a remote environment because remote has traditionally been almost an you go remote and you're not progressing. Almost nobody gets
Mm.
promoted when they're remote. And then when you add onto it offices that are offshoots of the main pod, the main, mother church or whatever, those whenever you were in a, remote development center, even still working in person with people, your career progression slowed. So now
Mm.
take this and magnify it by us all being via video all the time and ask yourself, are you going to be able to get to the next level? And how easy is that going to be when nobody can see what you're doing? And that's where we run into trouble.